Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à Learn French by Suchita. Je m'appelle Suchita, votre enseignante de la langue française, and in this video I'm going to teach you imperative fourth part. Before we begin with this video, I would like to introduce you to my website www.learnfrenchbysuchita.com, where you will find recorded courses for all your French language needs. We have courses for DELF A1, DELF A2, DELF B1, TEF TCF recorded course, French phonetics as well. We have special courses for our school students ranging from grade 5 to grade 8. We also have courses for university students who are enrolled in certificate course or diploma course in Delhi University. And finally, we also have courses for our school students who are aiming to appear for their DELF Prem or DELF Junior examinations. So hurry up and check it out. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. And as I already told you, in this video, we are going to look upon the fourth and the final part of our series, imperative. I have divided this series into 4 parts. In the first part, we had looked upon how do you write the imperative of the normal verbs. In the second part, we looked upon some of the exceptions and the irregularities. In the third part, we looked upon how do you write the imperative of the pronominal verbs in the positive form. And in the fourth part, in today's video, we are going to look upon how do you write the imperative of the pronominal verbs in the negative form. So before we begin with this video, I would request you to watch this video till the end. And in case you like this video, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel and mention your comments in the comment section below. And in case you're not following me over my Instagram page, which is Learn French by Suchita, go and follow me over there as well. Now here in this video, we are going to look upon the pronominal verbs, but we are going to see them in the negative form, right? So what exactly are the pronominal verbs? All the verbs which begin with se, like se coucher, se doucher, se maquiller, se dépêcher, se réveiller, se lever, se laver, se promener. These are all pronominal verbs, right? But now we are going to look that in the negative form. So first you should know how do you conjugate the pronominal verbs in the negative form in present tense, right? So se coucher, which means to lie down, and here it's there in the negative form, so you may consider the meaning as not to lie down, right? So in the positive form, you were saying je me couche, tu te couches, ils, elles, on se couche. Nous, nous couchons. Vous, vous couchez. Ils, elles se couchent. Now, since it is negative over here, you need to put this ne and pas. Ne and pas. Ne and pas. Right? So, you will say, je ne me couche pas. Tu ne te couches pas. Ils, elles, on ne se couche pas. Nous ne nous couchons pas. Vous ne vous couchez pas. Ils, elles ne se couchent pas. This is how you write it in the present tense. Now we want to change from the present tense to imperative. So with je, with il, elle, on, and with il, elle, the imperative forms are not possible. Now recall what we did in the third part. In the third part, I told you in positive of the pronominal verbs, when you do not have ne pas, when you have the positive sentences, what do? You remove tu, nous, and vous. This ta comes forward and you write toi, this nous comes forward and this vous comes forward. That's how you do the imperative of the pronominal verbs in the positive form. But now in the negative form, what happens? You just have to remove tu, nous and vous, and rest of the sentence will remain as it is. So this the coming forward, nous coming forward and vous coming forward, that happens only in the positive case, not in the negative case. In the negative case, it is much more simple. You just need to remove this tu, nous and vous, and rest of the thing remains same. And yes, since it is ER verb, from tu you have to omit this S. That you will anyways do. Okay? But this the is not going to come forward in the negative form. So the sentence becomes ne te couche pas. Ne te couche pas without S. Ne nous couchons pas. Ne vous couchez pas. And since I didn't have the space over there, so I didn't write the English equivalent, but I'll tell you. Ne te couche pas, which means don't lie down. Ne nous couchons pas, let's not lie down. And ne vous couchez pas, I'm giving order to a lot of people, don't lie down. So ne te couche pas, ne nous couchons pas, ne vous couchez pas. That's how you write the imperative of the pronominal verbs in the negative form. So therefore, you don't have to bring this the, nous and vous forward. You just have to write it simple. Let's look at the second verb, and the verb is se taire in the negative form. Ne pas se taire.
To be quiet in the negative form, so you can say not to be quiet, right? In the present tense, je ne me tais pas, tu ne te tais pas, il, elle, on ne se tait pas, nous ne nous taisons pas, vous ne vous taisez pas, il, elle ne se taisent pas, right? With je, il, elle, on, il, elle plural, I have just put a dash. Here, remove this tu, remove this nu, and remove this wo, and whatever is left, you are going to write it as it is. So, as I just told you, this the, nu, and wo, they are not going to come forward because it is negative, right? So, just write it as it is. And yes, also, will you remove this s? No, because there is not er verb. That is re verb. So, this s is going to remain as it is. So, you say, ne te tais pas, ne nous taisons pas, ne vous taisez pas. And since I didn't have the space, so I didn't write the English equivalent, I'll just tell you verbally. Ne te tais pas, don't be quiet. Ne nous taisons pas, let's not be quiet. And ne vous taisez pas, which means don't be quiet. Now let's look upon our third verb, and the verb is s'asseoir, which means to sit. In the negative form, it becomes not to sit, ne pas s'asseoir. Now, je ne m'assis pas, tu ne t'assis pas, il, elle, on ne s'assit pas, nous ne nous asseyons pas, vous ne vous asseyez pas, il, elle ne s'assit pas. That's how you conjugate the verb s'asseoir in the negative form in present tense. Now we need to change it into imperative. So with tu, it becomes ne t'assis pas. You simply need to remove tu, nu, and vous, and whatever is left, you're going to write it as it is. And yes, you're not even going to omit this s because it is not er verb. So you'll say ne t'assis pas, don't sit. Ne nous asseyons pas, let's not sit. Et ne vous asseyez pas, don't sit. Right? If you remember in the third part, I had taken the same verb and I told you if you want to say sit down, you say assis-toi. This the used to come forward. Asseyons-nous. Asseyez-vous. But now since it is negative, these are not going to come forward. You'll simply say ne t'assis pas, ne nous asseyons pas, et ne vous asseyez pas. Now here I have written certain examples. Just grab a notebook, grab a pen, we are going to solve it together. Tu ne te couches pas trop tard. You don't lie down or you don't sleep too late. Now I want to give an order saying don't sleep too late. So what will you do? You'll omit this tu. Rest of the sentence, so first you should know which verb it is. The verb is se coucher. Now all these examples I've given you for the pronominal verbs only, and all of them are in the negative form. So this te or vous or te or vous, this is not going to go forward, right? So you'll simply remove this tu or vous or tu or vous or nous, whatever, and rest of the sentence remains same. Also, since it is er verb, with you, you're going to omit this s. So it becomes ne te couche pas trop tard. Don't sleep too late or don't lie down too late. Right? The next one. Vous ne vous inquiétez pas. The verb is s'inquiéter. To get worried. So you don't get worried. You don't worry. Right? So you want to make it an order saying don't worry. So you will say, you'll remove this vous and you'll say ne vous inquiétez pas. Don't worry, ne vous inquiétez pas. The next one. Tu ne te fâches pas pour ce petit problème. The verb is se fâcher. To get angry. Don't get angry for this small problem. It is er verb. Remove this s, remove this tu, and you will have ne te fâche pas pour ce petit problème. The last one, vous ne vous trompez pas. Now this is the verb se tromper, which means to get mistaken. Right? Remove this vous, rest of the sentence remains same. Ne vous trompez pas de chemin. Don't be mistaken of the road, of the way. Right? With this, I have completed the topic and our series impératif. If you have any questions related to this, you can mention that in the comment section below. I'm going to reply to them. Also, in case you like this video and the series, Do not forget to give a thumbs up to the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel and mention your comments in the comment section below. And I'll see you soon with the next series. Till then, au revoir, à bientôt et bisous bisous.